I wouldn't ever go back to multi-dose injections. After being on the pump, it would be stupid to go back onto multi-dose injections. I no longer have the problem of where's my insulin and having like 6 pens but not being able to find one of them to take my insulin. I always have it on me. From a social point of having the insulin pump, it is just like carrying a mobile phone around with you. It's not, as I said, it's not invasive into my life whatsoever. You pop it in your pocket, it's like a mobile phone. Um, it doesn't feel, you could put your mobile phone and it in the same pocket and you're not weighed down. I no longer have the problem of being shouted at by friends and parents saying, Lucy, why have you got a needle here? Why have you left this there? Clean up after yourself. It's a really simple process of attaching the cannula, putting the stuff in the bin and getting on. And it takes minutes. Also being on the pump um, allows you to feel less uncomfortable with people when you go for dinner because people don't have to make a special effort for you or change anything for you anymore or provide special dietary requirements. Still as a diabetic, you have a low sugar, low fat diet, but if you're at somebody's house and they provide with and they say, right, for pudding we're having chocolate cake, you can eat it. I went to university in September this year, and before I went on the insulin pump, I think my mother in particular was very worried and concerned about the fact I might have hypos during the night and I wouldn't wake up the next morning. And when I went onto the insulin pump, the next week I stopped having as many hypos. From before, when I was on multi-dose injections, I could be having 4 hypos in a week in the evenings after training, and as soon as I went onto the pump, the hypos almost disappeared. And so my mum was much more comfortable with the fact that she wasn't going to get a phone call from somebody at university to say your daughter's in the local hospital. Most of my friends think the insulin pump's quite cool, and they enjoy showing new people like, look, Lucy's on an insulin pump, look at this, look at that. It's almost like a gadget that people enjoy now looking at, and people are very interested in seeing how it works and seeing how it's injected and how you look after the site of injection and just general life, how you cope with it. It's definitely a topic of conversation that nobody seems to get bored with. There's always one question or other, generally about diabetes and just about the insulin pump. I chose the Animas pump instead of any other pump because as a rower, and I'm always in the boat and out on the water and in different weather conditions, in the rain, and also I could fall in at any point. The Animas pump was superior to the other pumps that I looked at because it was guaranteed to be waterproof, so it meant that I could swim with it, cross-train and swim with it. I didn't need to worry if I fell in. The pump would be safe and it wouldn't be a big problem if it got wet, and it wasn't something else to worry about in life.